If you thought I'd start this story just like any other, you're mistaken. This fairy tale has been told before, but maybe not like this. Words too often spoken of a girl and her wolf, stuck in a spiral soon to be broken. In a small cottage beyond any town or village, deep in a mysterious forest, lived a young girl. Skipping around her mother's kitchen, she stops and peeks through the keyhole of a door, listening to her mother and father fighting, yelling at each other. Unsure of what the matter is, she turns the doorknob and walks into the room. Her mother stops in her tracks and stares at the young girl, the girl's bright blue eyes staring right back. Her father doesn't stop to chat. He runs out the door, grabs his coat, and leaves. The girl watches him. "Where's father going?" the young girl asks, holding tight to her mother's hand. "Away, my dear. He's going away," the mother replies kindly, but as she looks out the window, watching the man walk away into the misty forest, she gives him a dark look, knowing that he won't return later in the afternoon like he usually would. The young girl lets go of her mother's hand and runs to the door. Her mother comes after her, grabbing the girl's arm. "No, Lily, you mustn't follow. It's over. Your father is gone." Lily breaks free of her mother's grip, giving her an unforgiving look, and runs up to her room, tears welling in her eyes. She sits on her bed, watching the trees out her window sway in the cool winter's air. It was slightly hypnotizing. She let herself drift off into a gentle sleep, allowing her dreams to be set free. Lily lifts her head from the soft pillows on her bed. Unsure of when she awoke from her slumber, she listens to birds tweeting on the tree outside of her bedroom. They seem to be singing a song, like a sweet lullaby. She walks over and unlatches the lock on the window. Leaning on the windowsill, she watches the birds, trying to forget what happened. The door to the young girl's room creaks open. She turns to see her mother walk in slowly. "Lily, I'm sorry about your father," the mother states, breaking the silence. "I don't want to talk about it." Lily turns her back. "And I don't want to talk to you," she adds, crossing her arms. "Darling, I didn't mean for you to hear us. We were trying to be quiet." The mother puts a hand on Lily's shoulder, kneeling at her height. "Well, you didn't do a very good job," Lily claims, avoiding eye contact. "Lily, your father and we're having some trouble with a lot of things right now. I want you to understand what we were talking about. It didn't mean anything, we were just cranky, yeah." "So, father is coming back?" "No, dear. He's going away. I'm sorry. I know you love him very much, but we need to move on." Lily sits on her mother's lap, lacking full understanding of the situation she has been thrown into. Her mother takes her hand. They go downstairs and into the kitchen. "I made you something," the mother informs the girl. She walks into another room, and when she comes back out, she reveals a bright red hooded cloak, lined with beautiful golden lace and a name embroidered on the ribbon, "Little Red Riding Hood." "It's beautiful," Lily remarks. "I thought you might like it," the mother responds gladly. "But why?" "Why what? Why did you make it?" "Because I love you, my dear. You're my pretty little flower, and I think it's time for a little adventure of your own." Lily watches her mother take a basket from the counter. "Take this to your grandmother. She's ill. I'm sure she'll love some company and a basket of treats." The mother smiles and passes the basket to Lily. "But I've never gone to grandmother's house alone. Father always comes with me." She puts the basket down on the counter once again. "Lily, your father isn't coming back. I'm sorry. But maybe he was wrong. He always said you weren't old enough to go off on your own adventures. Though now, you don't need to listen to him. Go, play in the snow. See your grandmother. Bring her a picnic. Remember never to talk to strangers," the mother says, smiling. "And have fun," she adds. The mother helps her daughter put her cloak on. Lily grabs the basket, hugs her mother, and runs out the door. Looking back, she smiles. Finally, she's free. Lily skips along in the snow, once again listening to the birds' sweet lullabies. She hears rustling in the bushes, turning to find the source of the noise. She saw nothing. Shrugging it off, she keeps skipping through the trees and humming her own song with the birds. She walks for an hour, strangely feeling like she's being watched the whole time. I don't remember grandmother living so far away, she states aloud, covering her mouth when she realizes she had. She then remembers she's alone in the forest, so there's no need to worry about people eavesdropping. Suddenly, a large creature jumps in front of her, stopping her in her tracks. Lily screams, dropping the basket. Whoa, there's no need to dread, kiddo. The creature emerges from the shadows, revealing a large wolf wearing what seemed to be a leather coat and a pair of jeans. Who are you? Asks Lily, shaking under her cloak. Me? I'm nobody. Just your everyday wolf. Yes, that'd be it. See? Lily watches him suspiciously. But wolves can't talk. Oh, but I can. It seems as though you're headed to your grandmother's home. Is that correct? Well, yes. How did you know? Have you been spying on me? Lily steps back from the wolf, unsure of what to do. No. I just, well, you know. I crack myself up. The wolf sits down and lifts a paw out in front of himself. Lily hesitates, then shakes his paw. I'm Lily. Well, it's nice to meet you, Lily. And what do you have in that basket there, Oh, just a picnic for my grandmother. A picnic, you say? Well, may I join you? I'm not sure grandmother would be happy with a wolf in her house. It'll be fine, kiddo. You know us, wolves gotta eat too. He gives her a quick smirk, then seems quite sincere, but though Lily was not so sure. Well, if you must be on your way, then may I assist you in giving you directions of, how do you say, a shortcut? Well, that'll be great, thank you, Lily replies gladly. Good. Though it does seem to be becoming dark very quickly. You better hurry or the owls might get you. Boo! He raises his paws and shows his teeth in a silly snarl, making Lily jump, though she laughs it off as she begins walking. So, where do I go? Well, I hope you can remember this. He taps his nose and points left. That-a-way. That is all. Thank you and good night. Lily watches the sleek-furred wolf run off into the darkness. I wonder what he means by thank you, she whispers into the now dusk air. I feel like I've been walking way longer than I should have, Lily says, looking to the sky. Just as she says that, she stumbles upon her grandmother's house. Ah, finally! Lily chirps. She walks up to the door, knocking once lightly, then twice a little bit harder. She calls that her secret knock. Who is it? Calls a quiet, croaky voice. It's Lily, grandmother. I'm here with a picnic. I hope it will make you feel better, Lily calls back. Well, come in, my dear. Lily takes the doorknob in her now frozen hand. Turning it slowly, she pushes the door open. It creaks as it slides across the floor. Hello, grandmother, Lily says kindly, waving over to her grandmother, whom is lying in bed. Hello, my dear, hello, grandmother croaks. Why, grandmother, your voice seems so odd. Is something the matter? Lily asks, placing the picnic basket on a small table beside grandmother's bed. I'm ill, my dear. I'll be fine, you'll see. Walking over to her grandmother, Lily feels that something is wrong. But grandmother, what big ears you have! 'Tis all the better to hear you with, dear. Grandmother watches Lily carefully as she walks around the bed. Oh, grandmother, what big eyes you have! Yes, all the better to see you with, dear. Lily sits on the bed where her grandmother lay. She smiles, and grandmother smiles right back. Oh! Lily jumps back off the bed. Well, grandmother, what big teeth you have! All the better to eat you with, my dear. The wolf jumps out from under the sheets, scaring Lily half to death. He jumps on top of her, spinning her down to the ground. Lily watches as the wolf's teeth are showcased in a vicious snarl. She screams, though the wolf becomes slightly transparent. Slowly, it forms into a scary wolf shadow on the ground, moving anywhere that Lily does. Lily's eyes open fast, only to find she's in her bedroom? Looking around frantically, she jumps from her bed and runs downstairs. She sees her mother, sitting at the table, eating supper. "Ah, hello, dear. You're awake? I thought you would sleep all night," her mother calls. "Mother, I had the most horrific nightmare." Come, sit on my lap. Tell me about it." "There's nothing to fear. It was only a dream." Lily sits on her mother's lap and stares out the window at the moon. "You know, Mother, the moon is so beautiful tonight." "Yes, indeed it is." Lily starts to feel warm inside. Suddenly, fur starts forming on her arms. Spiked, upright ears growing from her head. A snout emerges from her face and the tail reveals itself. And at last, she finally realizes what's happening. The fairy tale we thought we knew isn't as it seems. It can't always be a happy ending, so stop pretending you knew. There's a twisted truth behind the mask, slowly descending but never mending. It's not the end we all knew, but you'll have to make do, 'cause it's all been a lie. Little Red is the bad guy.